Hello, teacher. I talk about my lesson plan number 8. The topic is future, going to, and will. The grade is for second baccalaureate. Duration of the class is 45 minutes. The proficiency level is elementary. The Common European Framework of Reference for Language, CEFR, is an international standard for describing language ability. During this lesson, students will be able to, for listening, will be able to listen in the paragraph of sentences in future. For speaking, will be able to talk about prediction in future. For reading, we will be able to read future conversations. For writing, we will be able to write in future different dreams or predictions. The methodology I use, communicative language teacher, or the communicative approach, is an approach to language teachers that emphasizes interaction as both the means and the ultimate goal of a study. And for strategies, I use vocabulary role play. It's a strategy that encourages learners to make connections amongst their past experience to connect currently being studied and vocabulary that is new or being used in an unfamiliar way. For anticipatory set, I show the students different questions. For example, will you travel? In the form generate the one brainstorm in the class, the students open your mind, thinking in the future. Main teaching input. First grade students and show posters about different places. For example, this poster and this and this. Show these posters and ask the students what will happen to those places in 10 years. All the students participate on the class. This is free conversations, and the students look at these different posters and will participate in the class. For grammar presentation, and explain in details what is the correct use of going to and will, because exists a little confused in the concepts. Is when to use will and when to use be going to. Both refer the future, but the explanation is, and there is a sign difference between to the thoughts is small case. They can be used interchangeably with no difference in meaning. Even if you measure them, a native speaker is going to understand you without any problems. But in English grammar exists the difference. For example, for will, used for rapid decisions. For example, I think I will buy a drink. For offer, that looks heavy, I will help you with it. Promise, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Threat, if you don't stop, I will tell your mother. Refusal, she won't listen to anything I say. For going to, I use prior plan. The decision was made before the moment of speaking. For example, I'm going to the beach next weekend with my friends. For evidence sense, when there are things that something is likely to happen. For example, my stomach hurts a lot and I think I'm going to throw up. It's 17. They are going to win. You can use both will and going to for making predictions. For example, I think I will to rain tomorrow. It's the same. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. But the students write in your notebook different grammars, but they can understand more this topic. After that, write on the board examples and the student participate in class. In workbook, I work in the book and complete the different exercise going to and will. For clarification, teacher and student conclude the class by reviewing the topic briefly. For modeling, I show again the posters and the students can create sentences using going to and will. For guided practice activity in the class, the student must listen in and take notes at the same time. Consider allowing them to write in complete sentences notes on the questions without. Following the activity, you can elicit complete sentences and they write them on the board or have students volunteer to come up to write their sentence. In this activity, I show this worksheet in Jennifer and Edward one conversation. For example, for Jennifer, she said, "What I'm going to do next weekend? Well, I'm not sure, but I think I will probably stay at home all day on Saturday and clean my apartment. I know that sounds pretty boring, but my apartment is a bit messy. It's about time I clean it up. On Sunday, however, I have some more interesting plans. I'm going to meet 2 or 3 friends at the restaurant. At 8 o'clock, I had breakfast. We usually do that once or twice a month. After that, we are going to go window shopping at a shopping mall. At noon, we are going to have lunch. We are going to eat at an Italian food restaurant. I love Italian food. And then we will probably visit a museum. I don't like to go to museums that much, but my friends really like museums. But I think I will still have a good time." After that, the student listening this conversation. After that, they write the answers. For example, why is Jennifer going to stay at home on Saturday? Where is she going to meet her friends on Sunday morning? What time is she going to meet them on Sunday morning? Where is Jennifer going to have lunch on Sunday? What will Jennifer probably do after lunch on Sunday? This activity is very interesting because the students can listen and write the sentences using will and going to. For independent practice, the students write the correct answers of the activity in the class, listening and speak practice. After that, practice reading aloud and taking note. For assessment, classwork participation, they need first finish the activity in the class. After that, check the correct answers. For closing review and follow-up, for homework, students should write a short paragraph describing how they look to the future, either personal or the topic they choose with the correct use of going to and will. In the next class, the students talk about your homework. Thank you.